Classic Paradise met Leontien.
I'm staying here in the Netherlands with Art and Leontien, and they suggested I should check out Leontien's place of work, which is Classic Paradise. So I'm here in Betty. I could already see a CX, a Merc 190, Lancia Fima with the Ferrari engine, the 8.32. We've got a Cadillac, we've got a Peugeot 504, and their Chevy Escalade work truck. And I'm detecting quite the 80s theme in this place. So let's go and have a look inside and speak to Leontien. Oh yes. It only gets better when you come inside the building. Amazing collection of vehicles. And we can find Leontien, who can tell us a bit about this remarkable place and your own background. How did you get into old cars in the first place? What drew you to them?
It started out as a hobby. My first car was a Cadillac Eldorado 1980.
Ooh, blimey, your first car?
Yeah, it was my first car. I just wanted a Cadillac.
They do things very differently in the
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
It was 15 years old only.
Wow.
Back in the day, in '95. But I just wanted that car. And I bought a really bad example, of course, because...
Oh, so you learned a lot.
It was rusty. No, but I didn't work on it then because I didn't know how. But it taught me a lot about old cars and how bad they can be. But I joined a club, and that was really cool to meet new people, and they helped me out. But I started growing an interest on working on cars, but I didn't really do it because I didn't have a place to do it. But I was always curious how the technique worked.
Excellent.
And yeah, and then you meet people and they have a space.
Yeah.
And then years later, I met a guy who worked on old Citroëns, the hydraulic ones, the CX and the DS, and he was working in an old shed, but he really liked showing me how the technique worked, and I had a chance to just help him out. And it was just for me a hobby. It started out as a hobby, just helping him fix CXs, which is really not a simple car.
No, having owned one, I know full well that CXs can be an absolute nightmare of a car.
Yeah, but he always said, you know, once you can work on this, you're not scared of anything.
Very true.
And and you know, I by then I already sold the Eldorado because it was just too much work. It turned out really so rusty, and it's really wise I sold it. I had so much knowledge then, and so we started a real business out of this. And we started out with hydraulic Citroëns, really.
And you've still got a GS?
Yeah, people are still...
C-Matic over there?
Yeah, and a couple of CXs, and they're still a regular guest here. But this company, we do everything as long as they're owned by enthusiasts, and they're a bit older than like 20 years.
Excellent. And you got a really nice theme going on here. Obviously you've got all the posters on the walls. You've got this little chill out area up here as well. Proper 1980s theme going on. I'm guessing that was very deliberate.
It's just my colleague and I, we just like that era. We like the style. There's so many garages who has this old vintage rock and roll theme, rusty oil can thing going on. But we just like the 1980s, the Miami Vice vibe, and we figured, you know, if we're going to do this, we just make it all in this style, and we just go all the way with it. But it doesn't mean we only do 1980s cars, of course. But
yeah, because you've got some much older ones.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
really
how
old ones, like this old Nash over here. Well, I believe that isn't. Well, it's sort of a customer's car, the old Nash.
It's a customer's car, all right. Yeah. We need to start on it.
Your partner's car.
It's my partner's car, but he's a customer.
Yeah.
And a good customer. He's got many cars.
Yeah, he has many cars. Yeah.
But we will be starting on that car. I hope soon, but there's a lot of work still to do.
Yeah.
And the engine is stuck because the camshaft is broken. Oh no. So we need to take the engine out and overhaul everything. And probably...
So what engine has that got?
It's I don't know how you call it, it's with side valves.
Okay. A number of cylinders?
6 in line.
6. Wow.
It's a very lightweight car, actually. Yeah. It looks really heavy, but it's not.
It does look very heavy.
I think it's like 1,400 kilograms.
Wow.
Art will know exactly.
Yeah.
But It was a really lightweight concept back then to make it economical, even then. And so it's, but that's hard to find parts. But Art has got a lot of parts from the club in the USA. So we shipped some stuff. And we can't wait to start because it's really interesting for us to dig into that.
Yeah.
That's really a new era for me and my companion to work on.
Brilliant.
But as always, we'll manage.
Yeah. So do you have any particular specialism yourself other than the hydraulic Citroens?
Yeah, we have the hydraulic Citroens. That is our specialty. And also we have a Fiat 130 specialty.
Okay, which is convenient because I drove one of those this morning. Yeah.
And my companion, my colleague, has one. He restored one a couple of years ago.
Is that one hiding behind
It's
the curtain
down.
over here,
It's
under
down
the cover?
there.
Yeah. That's one of two currently in here at the
Yeah,
moment.
that's in excellent shape now since he
Yeah.
restored it. And
There's the other one just lurking at the bottom of the stairs. It looks quite similar to the Peugeot 604 from this angle. It's quite amusing.
yeah, it was the same era. Well, no, it's a lot. It's a little older, but
Yeah, very boxy.
I guess it's the boxy design, which was all
Yeah.
the thing back then. And it's really different from the Berlina,
Yeah.
which is really much more of a 60s car. But so yeah, we know, you know, you start, we have been a member of car clubs for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
So people know you and they bring their cars to you because they trust you, because they know you. And then they see that we can work on them, they bring more and they bring their friends.
There's nothing like word of mouth.
And so the Fiat 130 community is not so big, but they don't have anywhere to go, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a lot of knowledge because we do a lot of them. But there's also a lot of other Italian cars coming. We have a lot of American cars. Lately,
it kind of represents the varied classic fleet here in the Netherlands. It's a bit of everything from everywhere.
We had things from Zastavas to to everything really. De Tomaso's to Simca's. It's really going all over the place.
Brilliant.
Old Saabs, a couple of really quite a lot of S-Class Mercedeses from the 70s and 80s. But I wouldn't say that's really our specialty, but they just come in.
Yeah.
And then we learn, and then we know.
Yeah.
So
Super.
it's really not that difficult to, I mean, a car is a car.
Yeah.
But they all have their special things, of course. But once you're skilled enough to know what's what, it's really not, it's just time consuming.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And you have to want to make them.
I think that's my problem sometimes.
You
my
must-
motivation drops out.
You
It's just
must
like,
be
oh.
determined to fix
Yeah.
them. If you don't really want it, it's not going to happen.
No.
And we're just like bull terriers. We just want to fix your car.
Which you need to be, because I can just walk away and leave my car at the back of the garage, but you've actually got to fix it and get it back to the customer.
But some of them, they stay here for a long time because it just takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
We have to wait for parts. Sometimes they come from really far away. We have to search on the internet. It's really a work of the heart.
Yeah. Super.
80s artifact as well, the lamp. And this is a wheel alignment thing from the 80s, but we use it as a storage cabinet.
Definitely looks the
It did
part.
work a little, but we can't use it here. It's just too old.
So what have we got here?
This is a machine for milling cylinder heads.
Oh, wow.
And we can both do aluminum heads as well as cast iron,
Blimey.
because it's an older machine.
Yeah, most places would just farm that out, wouldn't they? But
Yeah, we bought it from an Opel dealership in Germany. And they don't do it anymore because the new cars just need new heads.
Yeah.
They don't mill them. But we mill them all the time. And we had to bring them to a shop,
yeah.
which would take a week. And we had to go there and go back. And it takes a lot of time.
So easier to
So
do it
we
yourself.
bought this
Yeah.
and we do it ourselves. And sometimes the
Brilliant.
neighbors come in with one because they
Well, yeah,
they
now
want it
everyone
quickly.
knows you've got one.
Yeah, they want it quickly.
Beautiful.
So that's a beautiful machine to have.
And a level of tool organisation
Yes,
I've
yes,
never
yes.
managed myself.
I'd recommend it.
Yeah. Would you like to see that, folks? Would you like to see me actually tidy up to that degree? I need a paintboard.
Well, we need to tidy up. We tidy up every night, and every Friday afternoon, a little boy comes cleaning for us, sweeping,
wow.
because we need to have it clean every week, because otherwise it will become complete chaos.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, we are really on the tidying, because it's
So how many of you are there working here?
2.
Just 2
me
of
and
you?
my companion, me and my
Oh, gosh.
my colleague. Yeah, we're a 2-person
That
garage.
is a big to-do list.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's just so crowded here, because we have 2 hands.
Yeah.
And you also have to do telephone, ordering, emails. So yeah, it's a lot of work, I know.
Super.
But finding people is hard, and
Yeah.
and guiding them is hard, and it costs time. This is our little shop, as I call it. This is just special tools as well. And this was also a gift, this cabinet. I should put the light on, really. Wait.
Oh, that lights up as well.
Yeah,
oh,
look,
there we
yeah, that's
go.
better for
Now
the
we've
for
got
the
full
movie.
effect. And tire machines as well. Wow. Where did this one come from?
We bought it from Pascal,
Okay.
that you met at the BX
Yeah.
shop. And he had a newer one, and he couldn't get this to work. It kept blowing a fuse, so we bought it from him, and it turned out he had it connected the wrong way.
Oh.
So, and then we plugged it in and it worked again, so.
Did you tell him? Just pay
I
him,
think
we'll take your
eventually
broken
we
machine.
did, but he had a newer one anyway already,
there we
so
go.
he was like, I don't use it anyway, and it's broken.
Brilliant.
But it's not really that broken, that's what he said. And it turned out not. But yeah, it's not something we do every day, but it's as a service we might do it. Yeah, sometimes people ask, can you change the tires? Okay, well, we do it, but it's not that people come in here for just tires, of course. But it's the same with MOT. We don't do it ourselves, but our neighbors do, both our neighbors.
Okay.
So we just bring them over there or over there, and we fix it anyway.
Yeah.
But the customer's happy that they don't have to do it.
Yeah.
They don't have to discuss with the guy, and we fix it, and it's like a one-stop shop. That's what people want nowadays.
Yeah, very true.
One-stop shop. They want to just not do anything but drive, maybe clean a little.
Oh, I don't even know about that.
It's okay. It's okay. But see our sun analyzer. We're very proud of that. This is this one is for ignition, timing, and you can measure contact breaker angles and that stuff, and it'll give you a view of how the ignition is functioning.
Wow.
And you can kind of analyze that. And this one's for the gas. It's carbon monoxide, lambda.
Yeah, so tuning carburetors.
Yeah, tuning carburetors, and you can also do analysis with it if the engine is running healthy.
Beautiful.
And this is I think it's late 80s, but we bought it from an old guy who overhauls these things.
Oh, wow.
He buys them from workshops that don't use them. He takes them apart. He's got all the parts, and he can overhaul them, test them. And so you buy a tested, overhauled set. This is not cheap, but for this car, for these type of cars, it's the only thing you need.
Incredible.
It's the only thing you can use sometimes. And then this is kind of a funny thing. This is an old laptop from 1992. Was very expensive back in the day.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be editing my videos on that.
We don't use it, but it's just cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It's a fascinating insight, and it's a lovely build. I love the decor, and some amazing work here as well. So thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by.